The Utah Department of Public Safety helicopter was assisting Utah Division of Wildlife Resource officers counting bighorn sheep when the crew spotted something mysterious from above. The discovery was made Wednesday. One of the biologists is the one who spotted it, and we just happened to fly directly over the top of it, said pilot Brett Hutchings. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, turn around, turn around." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "There's this thing back there, we've got to go look at it." The crew circled back and landed the helicopter to take a closer look. They couldn't believe their eyes. Tucked in a red rock cove was a shiny metal monolith protruding from the ground. "I'd say it's probably between 10 and 12 feet high," Hutchings said. "We were kind of joking around that if one of us suddenly disappears, then the rest of us make a run for it." Hutchings said it didn't look like it was dropped into the ground from above. It was firmly planted there. "We were, like, thinking, is this something NASA stuck up there or something? Are they bouncing satellites off it or something?" Hutchings questioned. That said, the crew decided it didn't appear there was any scientific purpose to it. Hutchings said it looked as if it was man-made, perhaps more of an art form than any kind of alien life form. "I'm assuming it's some new wave artist or something, or, you know, somebody that was a big 2001, A Space Odyssey fan," Hutchings said, referencing a scene in the movie. Because the monolith was in an area the crew feared amateur adventurers might get stuck, they were intentionally vague about its location. The group left with pictures and videos but few answers. Hutchings said he had seen many unusual things from the helicopter over the years, but never anything quite like this. "That's been about the strangest thing that I've come across out there in all my years of flying," Hutchings said.
Stardate 11/18/2020. The crew of the Utah DPS helicopter traveled to southern Utah on a mission to count bighorn life forms with wildlife officers.
And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, turn around, turn around." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, there's this thing back there. We got to go look at it.
The crew had spotted an object of unknown origin on the red surface.
Okay, the intrepid explorers go down to investigate the alien life form.
In the middle of the barren desert stood a mysterious metal monolith.
I would say it's probably between 10 and 12 feet high.
That is just wild.
We were kind of joking around that if one of us suddenly disappears, then I guess the rest of us make a run for it. So
Pilot Brett Hutchings says it didn't look like it was dropped there. It was firmly planted into the ground.
We're like thinking, okay, is this something like NASA stuck up there or something? You know, are they bouncing satellites off it or something?
It seemed less scientific and more artistic.
I'm assuming it is, you know, some new wave artist or something, you know, or somebody that just is a big 2001 Space Odyssey fan.
The similarity to the space movie was unmistakable, as was the bizarre effect it had on observers.
It just was kind of unusual and stuff.
The universe is filled with the unexplained, and this journey to southern Utah only raised more questions. As the crew headed home, they only wished they had the answers.
Yeah, I have to admit that's been about the strangest thing that I've come across out there in all the years of flying.